and welcome to TheMan Games. Today we're talking about war games on WWE 2K23. So this is all the information that we know from Ringside Reports. If you are new to TheMan Games, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy this video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and click that like button as well. So 2K have revealed in-depth details surrounding war games, the new much anticipated event debuting in WWE 2K23. The Ringside Report, created by the visual concept team, dives into the fan favourite chaotic war games, outlining the rules, arenas, gameplay details and more. So, originally created by WWE Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes in 1987, War Games re-debuted with a new look on NXT War Games in 2017 before making its way to the main roster at last year's Survivor Series. In WWE 2K23, players can finally step into the double ring, double steel cage match for the first time in the competing 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 multiplayer. So they have come out and said they've been wanting to bring this to the 2K games for quite a while. While developing 2K22, they were able to make some under the hood changes that would allow them to make this into a reality for 2K23. They said it would take a team-wide effort to make this happen, which would challenge them in almost every aspect of the game, from the objects to the arenas to the entrance to the cage, combat, dives, springboards and more stuff in the game. As soon as they worked out how to do it, they say they immediately saw how fun this match would be on 2K23. The players are going to have all of the different situations that war games introduce, such as superstars entering the ring at intervals, creating 2 vs 1 or 3-on-2 situations, with cage combat, weapons and the arena between the 2 rings, which they named the Trench. They knew that this would be a totally new space for combat, which they said they had to go back to the drawing board and have a think about what kind of interactions the users would expect to have there. So the War Games match rules. So how does War Games work on WWE 2K23? Well, you begin with 2 superstars in the ring, while team members are contained in their separate cages. At regular intervals, alternating members of each team will be released from the respective cages and enter the match. Once all team members have been released and have entered the match, War Games officially begins. War Games can be won by pinfall, submission or throwing your opponent off the cage. So the War Games arenas available for 2K23 will be NXT TakeOver War Games, Survivor Series War Games or My Rise specific arena. So playing solo or multiple player, well, with both 3 vs 3 or 4 vs 4 options, there is no shortage of mayhem. There is no shortage of mayhem whether playing solo or with friends. As part of the match setup, players have the option to randomise the team advantages. Which team gets 2 vs 1 advantage after the first new entrant, or to assign it as a specific side. Players are also not limited to using WWE superstars or legends, as created wrestlers are allowed for both men's and women's matches. So entrance intervals can also be customised in 30 seconds, but by default superstars will enter every 90 seconds, but the range from 30 seconds up to 5 minutes. So wow, that is a long time, isn't it? 30 seconds up to 5 minutes, wow. So once the match begins, you can either play as the superstar in the ring, or you can be the superstar in the cage and just let the computer play out the game. Fans can experience war games in local multiplayer with up to 4 players on Stream and PlayStation, and up to 6 on Xbox. Players can play as the same team or be split up into members of each team, so that is obviously playing online. And also, 2K is happy to give players the ability to play war games in online multiple players, up to 8 players across the same platform. So yeah, get ready to play war games over the WWE universe globally. So with the 2 rings and the double-sided cage, there is plenty of carnage to be held within the war games match. With no disqualifications, players can introduce objects into the match by digging around the ring and pulling out tables, stop signs, kendo sticks and more. And while each object provides an extra dose of danger, there is no greater danger than the cage itself. Players can steadily make their way up the cage wall, eventually sitting atop of the cage before getting to their feet. Once on their feet, it is a long way down, which is bad news for the opponent on the receiving end of a massive splash. With 2 rings to compete in, the action is frenzied and regularly takes place in both at the same time, including the space in between, which is a great spot to get in some additional offense while an opponent tries to escape to the other ring to reach into one of them to catch them off guard. So wow, a lot of information there on War Games. Well, I do hope you did enjoy this video. Like I said, we got this information off Ringside Reports, and also we do get information off the SmackDown Hotel website as well. So thank you for them for reporting this information so we could make this video today. If you are new watching TheMan Games and you did enjoy this video today, please think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you already have, make sure you get them notifications turned on, then you'll know when our next video goes up on the channel. You can also find us at TheMan Games on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are also on Pinterest, Reddit and TikTok as well. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.